Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 1, Lesson 2. In our last lesson, we explored the two most common kinds of sentences, the ones that make a statement and the ones that ask a question. Today, we round out the set with the final two kinds. One of them pours out strong emotion, and the other issues a command or a request. Stick with me, and by the end, you'll be able to identify all four kinds with confidence. Let's get started. Before we meet today's pair, let's refresh the four kinds of sentences. A declarative sentence makes a statement, and it ends with a period. An interrogative sentence asks a question, and it ends with a question mark. Those two we already know well. Now for the new ones. An exclamatory sentence shows strong feeling, and it ends with an exclamation point. An imperative sentence gives a command or a request, and it usually ends with a period. So today we tackle kinds 3 and 4, exclaiming and commanding. Let's take them one at a time. Let's begin with the exclamatory sentence. The name comes from the verb exclaim, which means to cry out with strong emotion, such as excitement, shock, or delight. An exclamatory sentence always ends with an exclamation point. Listen to this one. We made it to the finals. You can practically feel the energy jumping off the page. Here are two more. I cannot believe we pulled that off. And this is the best news all year. Every one of them overflows with feeling, and each one ends with an exclamation point, that tall, urgent mark that signals emotion. Now the imperative sentence. An imperative gives a command or makes a request. In other words, it tells someone to do something. Take this one. Bring a jacket to the game. It's directing you to take an action. Imperatives can sound firm, like a command, or courteous, like a request. Please silence your phone is a polite request. Meet me by the front doors is a plain instruction. And notice how they end. Most imperative sentences end with an ordinary period. Here is what makes imperative sentences special, and it's a bit of a grammar mystery. Every sentence needs a subject, the who or what it is about. Yet an imperative seems to have none. Consider the sentence, finish your homework. Who is supposed to finish it? You are. So that missing subject is the word you, but we simply do not write it. Grammarians say the you is understood, when the speaker really means you finish your homework. That understood you is always there, even when it is invisible. That hidden subject is the fingerprint of every imperative sentence. Now, one wrinkle worth remembering. Most imperatives close with a period, but a forceful one can close with an exclamation point instead. Compare these two. Water the garden this evening is an everyday instruction, calm and unhurried. So a period is all it needs. But get down from there right now is a command shouted in alarm, and that jolt of urgency earns an exclamation point. Both sentences are still imperatives. Both still carry that understood you. The only thing that changed is the intensity behind the words. Calm command, use a period. Urgent command, reach for the exclamation point. Here's where it gets tricky, because both exclamatory and imperative sentences can end with an exclamation point. So how do you tell them apart? Ask one simple question. Is the sentence ordering someone to act? If the answer is yes, then it is imperative, a command. Grab the rope is telling you to do something, so it's imperative. But if nobody is being told what to do, and it is simply overflowing with emotion, then it's exclamatory. What a spectacular finish! Commands no one. It just bursts with feeling. So run the test. Does it command someone? Imperative. Is it pure feeling? Exclamatory. Let's compress all of this into a quick check you can run on any sentence. Step 1. If it's overflowing with feeling and no command, it's exclamatory, and it ends with an exclamation point. Step 2. If it tells someone to act, it's imperative, and it ends with a period, or an exclamation point when it's urgent. And a handy clue: look for that understood you hiding at the front of every imperative. Feeling only or a command? That's the whole test. Ready to try some together? Time to practice. In this first set, every sentence is either exclamatory or imperative. Read each one and ask yourself, is it giving a command or simply bursting with feeling? Pause the video and decide before I reveal the answer. Hand your permission slip to the coach. Is this a command or pure feeling? It's directing someone to do something, to hand over the slip, and its subject is an understood you. That makes it a command, so the answer is imperative. What an unbelievable comeback that was. Is anyone being told to do something here? Not at all. This sentence is simply flooded with amazement, and it ends with an exclamation point, so the answer is exclamatory. Kindly return the books to the shelf. The word kindly makes it sound gentle, but it's still asking someone to carry out a task. A polite request is still a command, and the subject is an understood you, so the answer is imperative. In this second set, each sentence is missing its end mark. Decide whether it needs a period for a calm command or an exclamation point for strong feeling. Pause and choose before I answer. That was the most amazing catch I have ever seen. Listen to the excitement packed into that sentence. It's overflowing with feeling, which makes it exclamatory, so it needs an exclamation point. So the answer is the exclamation point. Please recycle your bottles after lunch. This is a calm, courteous request that tells someone to do a small task with no burst of emotion behind it. It's a quiet imperative, so a period is the right fit. So the answer is the period. Watch out for the wet floor. This is a warning called out in a hurry to keep someone safe. It's a command, but a forceful, urgent one, so it takes an exclamation point rather than a period. So the answer is the exclamation point. Let's wrap things up. An exclamatory sentence exclaims with strong feeling, and it always ends with an exclamation point. An imperative sentence gives a command or a request, and its subject, the word you, is understood rather than written out. Imperatives usually finish with a period, but a forceful one can take an exclamation point. And with that, you know all 4 kinds of sentences: declarative states, interrogative asks, exclamatory exclaims, and imperative commands. That's a serious grammar milestone. Great work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.